All right, I've got my Q1 reading recap with a yes, no, maybe on whether or not I think you should read them. Let's get into it. First up is A Short Stay in Hell by Stephen L. Peck. I did not think that this story ended where I thought it would. I thought the story built itself up pretty well, but for only 100 pages, you're only going to be able to fit so much of a storyline in between these two covers. I still think some people will leave this story impressed or think that it was a really good read. So for me, I'll give it a maybe. Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. I liked it. I thought it was good. I saw the show all the way through before I read the book, so I was kind of surprised by the ending and how abrupt it was, considering where that is in the timeline of the show. But I thought the writing was incredible. I thought it was really dark and gritty, and I thought the tone of it just was so personal and kept you turning the pages. I devoured this one in really a couple days. I'm going to be handing this off to a friend really soon. This is definitely a yes for me. I enjoyed it. And if you haven't read it, I think you will too. Dog Stars by Peter Heller. I liked it initially. I thought it was pretty good. It reads like a dystopian journal entry about a really lonely guy. I don't really know how much of the story develops outside of that. He tells you a lot about how much he misses his family and how much he loves his dog and how much the pandemic and the life after has just really stressed him out. Other than that, there's not much to this story. I gave it 2.5 stars. I would say no. How the Word Is Passed by Clint Smith. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. It's a really tough topic. American slavery and discussions around American slavery can be really difficult to talk about, especially for some people. And it's also American slavery, so it's, not the most accessible topic for everyone to feel comfortable talking about. But if you're into history and you want to learn more about America's relationship and the way that America tells or chooses not to tell the history of slavery, I think it's a really amazing book. I think that Clint Smith is so poetic in the way that he writes, and it shines in How the Word Is Passed. It was a 5-star for me. It's annotated all over the place. I love it, and I think you would too. Definite yes for me. Last read of Q1 was a banger. Really happy that I ended March with this one, but this is a definite yes for me, and I'll tell you why. John Green, such an amazing writer, such an amazing person, writes about such an obtuse topic like tuberculosis and ties it into so many different facets of life that all of us can relate to. Really interesting factoids about people and things that are tied to tuberculosis. It's a wonderful book. It's written in such a way that it's accessible for everybody. The only reason that I knew of this book or was interested in it was because my great-grandfather had tuberculosis, and I also knew of tuberculosis because I played Red Dead Redemption 2. Absolute yes, 5 stars, one of the best books I've read in quite some time. I think that if you open your mind to something as really unique and siloed as tuberculosis, I think you would too. So yeah, definite yes for me. So that's my Q1 reading wrap up. Those are the books that I read and how I rated them. Let me know in the comments below what you read in Q1 and what you're prioritizing for Q2.